folks, and thanks for joining me for another little yoga practice. A little reminder, as always, that the purpose of our yoga, particularly our asana practice, is to steady the mind. So it's like we're, using a common analogy, it's like we're allowing the surface of the pond of the mind to become quiet so that we can see what lies at the bottom of the pond or what lies beneath the mind. So remember not to worry about what you can and can't do in the postures, just do what feels appropriate, and whatever shape your asana practice takes, if it's done with steady focus, then you're practicing yoga. As always, if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments and I'd love to hear from you, and I'll be happy to help in any way I can. And remember to subscribe to the channel so I can continue sharing with you. And of course, if you'd like to make a donation to support me, there will be a PayPal link in the description, and any donations are of course greatly appreciated. So let's start. Just sitting comfortably cross-legged with the hands on the knees. Close your eyes and just start to take a few deep breaths. Remember throughout our practice to try and maintain a focus on your breath. A steady turning inward of the senses. Gently breathe out all the way. And as you breathe in, reach your arms high, stretch up to the fingertips and inhale. And let the body gently fold forward and breathe out. Then sit back up, reach the arms high and inhale. And take your right hand down and your left arm over the head and lengthen the left side as you breathe out. Bring the body back up, lengthen to the fingers, take a breath in. Then turn your upper body to the right and exhale, moving into the twist. Come back to the center, reach the arms high and breathing. And take the hands down behind you and breathe out. Pull the shoulders back, lift the collarbones as you inhale. Bring the chin in and breathe out. Then pressing into the hands, lift the hips and breathing. And swapping the legs, ground-based or floating, your choice. As you breathe in, reach the arms high. And fold forward and calmly exhale once more. Sit back up as you breathe in, reach through to the fingertips. Then take your left hand down and your right arm over the head as you breathe out. Take the arms high, stretch up through the fingers as you breathe in. And then turn to the left and exhale. Come back to the center, arms high, breathing. And once more take the hands down behind you as you breathe out. Pull the shoulders back, lift the collarbones, raise the chin and stretch the throat. Bring the chin in, breathe out. And make your way into child's pose, kneeling and stretching forward. Let the hips just gently rock side to side and try and lengthen all the way from the hands to the sit bones. Take one more breath here. And after you exhale, lift up into kneeling plank. Arch the spine as you breathe in. And then round the back and breathe out. Arch the spine, breathing. And round the back and exhale. And once more, arching, breathing. And bring the chin in and breathe out. Pick up the knees as you inhale, or stay on the knees for an easier option. And then press back to down dog and breathe out. Bend the left knee as you inhale, keep lifting up through the hips. And then press the left heel back as you breathe out. Bend the right knee, take a breath in. Press through the left calf and heel. And then straighten the right leg and breathe out. Raise the heels, look forwards and breathe in.
And bring your feet lightly to the hands, keeping them hip width apart. Either hands on the shins or let the body fold forward and give it a gentle sway side to side. Take one more breath here and let the weight of the head and the arms gently traction the spine. Then press your hips forward, stand up, reach high as you breathe in. And bring the hands to the heart and the feet together as you breathe out. Take a breath in here, lift up through the crown, and as you exhale, soften the shoulders and the face. And sweeping the arms wide, take a smooth breath in, and folding forward, hands to shins or mat, and exhale. Lift the collarbones as you breathe in, arching the spine. Then take hands to the mat, come back into downward facing dog. Stay and rest or move forward into plank. And smoothly lower to the stomach. Use the knees if you'd like. Lift chest and hands or take your up dog, whatever feels appropriate. And then make your way back into down dog and breathe out. Raise the heels, look forwards and inhale. And walk, step or float feet to the hands and breathe out. Press the hips forward, sweep the arms wide, take a breath in. And again, fold forward, hands to shins or mat and breathe out. Lift the collarbones, arch the spine as you inhale. And taking hands to the mat, step lightly back to downward facing dog. Reach the right leg high, stretch out through the toes. And step the right foot lightly forward to a lunge. Stand in your lunge, lengthen to the fingers as you inhale. And sink deeper into the hips as you breathe out. Take one more smooth breath, stretch from the back foot to the hands, maybe looking up. And take hands to the mat, step back to down dog and breathe out. Now take the left leg high, stretch up through the toes as you inhale. Step the left foot silently forward and breathe out. Stand in your lunge, lengthen up to the hands as you inhale. And sink down into the hips as you breathe out. Take another breath in, press out through the back heel, reach up through the fingertips. And take hands to the mat, step back to down dog and breathe out. Stay and rest or move forward into plank and lower to the stomach or just drop to the knees and do a cat stretch. Lift the chest and hands or take up dog, your choice. And holding there, gently breathe out. Take another smooth breath in, keep the shoulders and face relaxed. And then press back into down dog and exhale. Raise the heels, look forwards and breathe in. And bring the feet lightly to the hands and breathe out in your forward stretch. Sweep the arms wide, press the hips forwards, take a breath in. Third cycle, fold forward and breathe out. Lift the collarbones, pull the shoulders back as you inhale. And hands to the mat, make your way back into downward facing dog. Reach the right leg high as you breathe in. And bending the right knee, turn to the side as you breathe out. Level the hips, reach out through the right foot and inhale. And take right knee to left armpit. Try and bring the weight into the left hand. Then reach the leg high, stretch out through the toes and breathe in. And step the right foot silently forward to the lunge. Stand in your lunge, reach high to the hands as you breathe in. And holding the left wrist, take the hands to the right as you sink down. Bring the body back up, stretch to the fingertips and inhale. And then take the fingers and the face towards the mat and breathe out. Arch the spine. Take a smooth breath in. And then gently fold over the right leg as you exhale. Bend your right knee. Calmly inhale there. And without scraping the mat, ideally, step back into downward facing dog. Now reach the left leg high, stretch out through the toes with level hips. Then bend your left knee and open out to the side as you exhale. Then level your hips, reach through to the left toes as you breathe in. And bring the left knee to the right armpit. Try and bring weight into the right hand. Reach the left leg high, stretch out through the toes as you breathe in. And step the left foot silently forward to the lunge. Stand up in your lunge. Stretch high to the hands. Then holding the right wrist, take the hands over to the left as you breathe out. Try and keep the back leg strong. Bring the body back up. Reach through to the fingers and inhale. And bring fingers and face to the mat and breathe out. With the hips low, arch the spine. Take a smooth breath in. And then gently fold over the left leg as you breathe out. Bend your knee, calmly inhale. And picking up the foot, step it lightly back to downward facing dog. Stay and rest or move forward into plank. And with control, lower down. Try to keep the pace consistent. Lift the chest and hands, maybe feet, maybe up dog as you breathe in. And holding there, gently breathe out. Take another smooth breath into the chest. Pull the shoulders back. And again, holding there, gently breathe out. One more breath in. Don't forget to smile. And press back. And exhale in downward facing dog. And just hold your down dog for a couple of breaths. Scan through the body again to check in with how you're feeling after the first few minutes of your practice. Come back to your breath connection and see if you can slow your exhalations down. Exhale one more time here. Press through the hands and the heels as you lift the hips. Then reach the right leg high, stretch out through the toes. And step your right foot lightly forward into a lunge. Stand in your lunge. Stretch up to the fingers as you inhale. Then turn the back heel down and open to warrior two. Keep the shoulders and the face relaxed. And length out to the hands. Take one more breath in here. And as you breathe out, move into Parsvakonasana. Right elbow to the knee or right hand to the floor if that's readily accessible. Keep the shoulders soft. Exhale one more time here. And then gently releasing. Come back to the lunge, stretch the arms high. And now turn to your right in Parivrita Parsvakonasana. Remember, you can drop the back knee down if necessary. Just take one more breath here. Now bring the fingers to the mat, gently breathing. And picking up the right foot, step it back to downward facing dog. Now take the left leg high. Stretch up and back through the toes. Keep the shoulders soft. And step the left foot lightly forward into a lunge. Stand in the lunge. Stretch up to the fingertips. Then spin the back heel down and open into warrior two. Try to keep the body upright over the hips, not leaning forward or back. And sink into the front knee if you can. Keep the body in one plane. Take one more smooth breath in here, reaching out through the fingertips. And as you breathe out, make your way into Parsvakonasana, side angle posture. Try and lift the arch of the back foot. And extend all the way into the right fingers. One more breath here. Perhaps going a little further. And then release. Come back to the lunge. Reach the arms high. Tricky little transition to get smooth. And then twist to the left. Parivrita Parsvakonasana. Twisting side angle. Keep the face relaxed, the breath calm. Just one more steady breath here. Then take the fingers to the mat, gently breathing. And picking up the foot, step it silently back to down dog. Stay and rest or move forward into plank. And smoothly lower down to knees or stomach. Take your version of up dog, whatever feels appropriate as you inhale. And then gently come back into down dog and breathe out. Everyone take a breath here. Make sure the back of the neck is relaxed. Then reach up through the right leg as you breathe in. And step it forward into a lunge. But then turn your feet to the left. Check the feet are parallel, kneecaps pulled up. Take a breath in. And then start to gently fold forward as you breathe out. Try and keep the elbows over the wrists. And let the body gently soften a bit further as you exhale. On your next in-breath, lift the collarbones and inhale, straightening the spine. Bring the chin in and breathe out. Then take the right hand to the floor, left hand to the hip. And turn your upper body to the left. Press down with the left hand to level the hips. Press into the right hand to turn the shoulders. And then gently swap sides. Left hand replaces the right. Right hand onto the hips. Again, try to keep the head centered over the hand. Keep the hips level as you turn the shoulders. Look up if you'd like, or down if you prefer. One more breath in the twist. And release. Take the hands down. Look forwards, arching the spine. And once more, just take a little forward stretch. Take one more breath here. So just nice soft forward bend. And arching the spine, inhale. Round the back and breathe out. And then just hop the feet together. Stand all the way up. Reach through to the fingers and breathe in. Lower your hands down, gently breathe out. And turning along your mat, take the right foot forward, the left foot back. And hands onto the hips to begin with. With the hips facing forward, lift the collarbones as you inhale. And then move a third to halfway forward and breathe out. Keep a gentle arch in the spine. Keep your hips level. Make sure the front kneecap is pointing forward and the knee hasn't locked out. Take one more breath here. And after you exhale, interlace the fingers. If you want to go further, pull the shoulders back and try and find a stretch across the front of the chest and shoulders. Take one more breath here. Keep the legs strong, weight in the back heel. Then either stay there or leaning forward, come into warrior three. Take one more breath. Reach out through the back toes, forward through the head. Then standing, release the arms, take them high, bring the left knee to the chest. And then hug the leg in as you breathe out. Take one more breath here. Try to straighten the spine and the right leg. And then gently lower down. And repeating on the second side, step the right foot back. Check that the hips are facing forward and level with each other. Just hands on hips to begin with.
Pull the shoulders back, lift the collarbones as you breathe in, and then start to bring the body gently forward. If you have to bend the front leg or lose the arch in the spine, you've gone too far. Keep the legs strong. Try to keep your breath slow and steady through the nose. Take one more breath here. And either just stay squeezing the elbows back, or now interlace with the opposite thumb on top, the one that feels a bit strange. See if you can find that lengthening across the upper chest and shoulders. And just take one more breath here. And either stay where you are, keeping the arch in the back, or adding a little balance, lean forward, and see if you can float the right leg up. Maybe not so floating some days. Reach out through the back toes. Arch the spine for the last breath here. And then stand up. Release the arms high, take the right knee through to the chest. And then use the hands to hug the knee in closer as you breathe out. Then lift up tall, press into the left foot, lift the crown of the head. And gently lower the right foot down. From the front of your mat, sweep your arms wide, reach up through the fingertips. Then fold forward, hands to shins or mat, and breathe out. Lift the collarbones, take a calm breath in. And bring the hands to the mat and make your way back into downward facing dog. Take the right leg high, stretch up through the toes. Then bend the right knee and turn out to the side. Take another smooth breath in here. And stay there if necessary, but otherwise pivot on the left toes. See if you can bring the right leg down as the right arm goes forward. And reach out through the right fingers. Take another breath here. Press up through the front of the right hip. And from wherever you are, roll back over, try and keep it smooth. Reach through the right toes. And then gently lower the right leg down. Now reach the left leg high. Stretch out through the toe tip. Bend the left knee and open to the left side as you exhale. Take another smooth breath in. Press through the hands and lift through the left knee. And either stay there or just pivoting lightly on the right toes as the left foot comes down behind you. Left arm lifts up, so we're staying balanced the whole time. Press up through the front of the left hip as you reach to the left fingers. And just take one more breath here. Then roll gently back over. Maintain your balance. Reach the left leg high. And return gently to downward facing dog. Stay and rest or move forward to plank. And calmly lower all the way down. Lift the chest and hands or take your up dog. And then press gently back into down dog and breathe out. Take one more breath here. Try to soften around the armpits and the back of the neck. And then gently lower to the knees. Stretch out in child's pose just for 1 or 2 breaths. And then gently sit back up. And with your toes tucked under, we're just going to sit on the feet for a moment and take a little shoulder stretch whilst we're here. Reach the right arm high, the left arm down, and see if you can bind your hands behind the back. Remember, you can use a strap or belt if necessary. You can also just approximate the position. Try to lift the right elbow up as you pull the left elbow down. And just take one more breath here. And release the arms wide. Press through the palms as you inhale. Keep the toes tucked. And then swap the arms. Right arm down, left arm up. And then bending the elbows, see if you can bind the hands once more. So this is the difficult side for most people, but not for everyone. Again, try and lift the left elbow up, pull the right elbow down. Keep the weight in the heels, so you're stretching the soles of the feet. Take one more breath here. And after you exhale, release the arms, press them wide. And then lower the hands, roll over the toes. Let the heels sink back for a breath or two. And then if you're comfortable, bring the body forward into a squat. You can have the hands to the heart if you'd like. Or you can wrap the arms around the shins and hold the heels. Just one more breath here. And after you breathe out, just bring the body back up. And either pick up the feet, cross the ankles and swing through, or just sit back. Then with the left leg stretched out, bring the right leg into the body. Taking a couple of twists here. So start by reaching the left arm up, take the right arm behind you, and turn to the right in Marichyasana 3. So twist for the mid and upper back. Either keep your left arm around the front of the shin, or if it's easy, take it over the knee. Just take one more breath here. And after you exhale, unravel from your twist. Reach the arms up and drop the right knee out to the side. And now turning to the left in Ardha Matsyendrasana 2. So either staying upright, just right hand outside left knee, left hand behind you, or bring the left hand to the right thigh and the right hand to the outer left heel. Wherever you are, try and turn the shoulders a little further. And to the best of your ability, keep the sit bones evenly weighted. So one of the important things with twists is that we keep the hips level. The tendency is often for the hips to want to turn in the same direction as the shoulders, in which case we don't really get a twist. Take one more breath here. And after exhaling, release the arms, stretch them high. Interlace your fingers and press up through the palms as you breathe out. Then lowering your hands down, now pick up your left foot and take it to the outer right knee. So we're moving into now Ardha Matsyendrasana 1. Be conscious here of keeping your left sit bone down, so you might need to lean to the left a little. Then wrap your right arm around the left shin and turn your upper body to the left. Either stay there, or if it's easy for you, take your arm over the leg. You can maybe hold onto the foot to help lock the body in place, or you might be able to bring right hand to right knee or inner left foot. Remember in that final position to keep the elbow bending slightly with the elbow pointing up so we're not hyperextending. Keep weight in the left sit bone. Turn your body just a little further as you breathe out one more time. And then unravel. Release the arms, release the legs, stretch out into fingers and feet. And then lowering the hands down. Same on the second side. Bring your left leg into the body, keep the right leg stretched out. Then take the right arm up, left arm behind you and turn your upper body to the left. So Marichyasana 3. Either stay with your arm around the knee, or if it's easy for you, bring your right arm over the left knee. And again, try to keep the body fairly upright. Press the arm into the leg into the arm. So there's a sense of counter pressure between the upper and lower limbs. Take one more breath here. And after you exhale, turn your head to the right. Unravel the body. Drop the left knee out to the side as you reach to the fingertips. And then turn to the right in Ardha Matsyendrasana 2. Samarachasana 3 to Ardha Matsyendrasana 2. Either stay there, just with the left hand outside right knee and right hand behind you, or again perhaps bring right hand to inner left thigh and reach the left hand to the outer right heel. Use your arms to help turn the spine. And keep a sense of the crown of the head moving away from the tailbone. As you look over the right shoulder, keep the right ear slightly raised. Just a last breath or two here. After your next calm out breath, unravel the body. Again, reach the arms up, lengthen to the fingertips, and then lowering your hands down, moving from Ardha Matsyendrasana 2 to Ardha Matsyendrasana 1. Right foot outside the left knee. Wrap your left arm around the front of the shin, turn your upper body to the right, and again just make sure that the right sit bone is still connected to the mat, so lean a little more to the right if necessary. Either stay there or take your left arm over to the outside of the knee and maybe bring left hand to left ankle as a simple lock. If you want to go a bit further, left hand to left knee or inner right foot. Remember, each out breath is an opportunity to turn a little further. Last breath here. And then unravel the spine. Stretch out the legs, reach to fingers and to feet. And bring the hands gently down next to the hips. In Dandasana, just for a couple of breaths, roll the shoulders back, press into the hands without trying to lift up, but just make the body feel a bit light. And now take your hands back behind you, another 20 centimeters, either on hands or fists. Pull the shoulders back, either stay there just stretching the shoulders or lift the hips high. Look up if it feels okay, otherwise just look forward past the hips. Take one more breath in Purvottanasana. And then gently lower the body down. And keeping the left leg stretched out, bring the right leg into the body. And this time take hold of your foot, pick it up, and try and bring your shin across the chest. So it might be enough just to pick up the foot and maybe bring the right hand onto the knee. Those who are a little more comfortable, just see if you can cradle the leg for a couple of breaths. We won't be staying here for long. Try to bring the body to the leg and the leg to the body. After one more calm out breath, take hold of the foot once more and stretch the leg out in a little simplified Kranchasana. Keep the shoulders relaxed and again try and bring the leg to the body and the body to the leg. Take one more breath here. And then gently bend the knee. Either just come back to that cradled position or take the right shoulder under the knee. And squeezing the right knee against the arm, press into the hands and pick the body up. Exhale one more time. And then gently lower down. Stretch the right leg out. Hug the left knee into the body. And then take hold of the left foot. Bring the shin parallel to the mat, so heel as high as the knee, and then turn the leg out. So again, it's enough just to bring left hand to left knee and right hand to left heel. But if you're reasonably comfortable, see if you can bring the forearms around the shin and just cradle the leg towards the chest. Keep the shoulders down. Your breath should still be very calm and quiet. Remember to use the postures and their sensations and the rhythm of breath to steady your mind, to maintain that sense of presence. Take one more calm breath here. See if you can let the outer hip relax a little bit more. And then gently take hold of the left foot once more and come into your version of our little simplified crown chasana. Keep the shoulders down, the face relaxed. And just take one more breath here. And after exhaling, once more bend the knee. And either just come back to where you were or bring left shoulder under the left knee. Squeeze the arm with the back of the leg. Pressing down through the hands, pull with the left leg and pick the body up. Take one more breath in. Calmly breathe out. And then lower the body to the mat. Stretch up into the fingers and breathe in. And folding halfway forward to begin with, hands next to shins or calves. Rock side to side, free up the sit bones and try and tilt the sit bones back. Take another breath in, and as you breathe out, allow the body to move forward into Paschimottanasana. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Try to move with a sense of softness, of releasing tension, not forcing your way into the posture. One more breath here. And after you exhale, sit all the way back up. Stretch to the fingertips. And as you breathe out, again, interlace fingers, press up through the palms and breathe out. Pull the elbows back as you raise the chin and stretch the throat. And then lower the hands down. Bring the knees into the body. Rock back and balance just for a breath or two. Try and close your eyes and feel the point of weightlessness. And then gently make your way into Baddha Konasana or Tadasana. So if it's easy for you and your knees are fine, you can take Baddha Konasana with the heels and hips together. If you'd prefer, if your knees are feeling a bit sensitive today, take your feet forward about 40 or 50 centimeters into Tadasana. Just give the knees a little butterfly to begin with. Then pull the shoulders down, close your eyes. You can fold forward if it feels okay, but you might prefer just to stay fairly upright. If you can, close your eyes, focus on the movement of breath, and use it to relax the body. Take one more breath here. And after you breathe out, sit back up. Wherever you are, raise the chin. Bring the chin in and breathe out. Then pick up the knees once more, hug them into the body, and again find your balance point. One more breath. Soft face, little smile in the heart. then gently come to lying down on your back. To begin with, just make cactus arms. Keep the feet hip width apart. And just drop the knees to the right for a moment so the feet don't move. And then come back to the center and drop the knees to the left. So again, we want the shoulder blades to stay flat. The shoulders remaining steady as the hips turn. Now come back to the center. Then lift the hips up into first bridge. Take your arms up to the sky. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. Try to squeeze the knees gently towards each other. Take one more breath in. And then gently roll the spine down, rest the hands on the heart or the belly. When you feel ready, lift the hips once more. Take the hands to interlace behind you and move into second bridge. So you can repeat first bridge if you need, but otherwise bring the shoulder blades a little closer together, rocking side to side. Again, keep the face relaxed and just gently stretch the back of the neck. Take one more breath. And then releasing the hands, lower the body down once more. Have a little rest. And then lift up once more. First or second, or if you have the space, third bridge. Again, keep the breath steady, the face relaxed. Just one more breath here. And then gently release the body to the mat. And you can either choose now to stay and rest, or if you're feeling like doing a little back arch, you've got the option to take Urdhva Dhanurasana, the upturned bow. So if you are taking the arch, just give the wrists a little stretch first. Lift the hips high, then placing the hands either side of the ears. Keep pressing down through the toes. I like to lift the heels, but it's not essential. And lift into your upturned bow, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Remember that the wheel is a different posture, Chakrasana. The wheel has the hands holding the feet in a back arch. So this is Urdhva Dhanurasana, upturned bow, not Chakrasana, the wheel. Take a last breath or two wherever you are. And then gently lower down once more. Again, stretch the wrists if you've been in the bridge or the arch. And again, make cactus arms. Drop your knees to the right. Rest there for a couple of breaths. And if it feels okay, now pick up your right foot, place it on the outer left knee, and see if you can get a little bit more stretch through the left side of the waist and hip. Make sure your left elbow and shoulder are still contacting the mat. Take one more breath here. Let the body relax as you exhale.
And then come back to the center. Pause for a breath or two and let the body come back to neutral. And once you feel the body has settled, drop the knees to the left once more. And spend at least a breath or two in that passive stretch, just letting the body find its resting point. And then if you'd like, pick up the left foot, place it on the outer right knee. And now make sure that the right elbow and shoulder stay connected to the mat. Just one more breath here. And after you exhale, come back to the center. Release the feet flat. Pause and let the body come back to neutral. Then place your hands on your knees. And just take a little pedaling movement for the legs, helping to release any last bits of tension from the lower back. And from there, stretch out through the whole body. And either take legs up the wall or make your way into Shavasana. So settle the feet a little wider. Let the toes drop out to the sides. Make sure your arms are away from the body. Make any little adjustments so you feel comfortable and symmetrical. And then with closed eyes, take an inner focus in Ajna Chakra, the eyebrow center. Take a smooth breath in, tuning in to the sensations of breath. And then calmly breathe out all the way. Squeeze all the breath from the lungs. And with an 8-second rhythm, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in and count to yourself now. If that rhythm feels uncomfortable, you can shorten it as appropriate. If you know you have a longer breath cycle, you can extend the rhythm. But try to maintain a balance of inhalation and exhalation, prana and apana, effort and ease. And try to maintain an even intensity to the breath. So it's calm and consistent from the very beginning through the middle to the very, very end. Allow your breath to fill your whole awareness, all other thoughts fading into the background. A steady inner dharana on the breath. When you notice your mind drifting off, just briefly acknowledge where it went and then come back to your breath. And without rushing, finish the cycle you're on. Come back to relaxed breathing without any effort. Just follow the rise and fall of the breath without the need to change it or get involved in any way. Just rest for the last couple of minutes. Not involved with body, breath or thoughts, but simply the observer. Come back to the sense of awareness. And rest in and as that space. Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvata Sharike Sharanye Triambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Start to once more connect with your breath, making it a little longer and deeper. And then start to slowly reconnect with the physical body, moving the fingers and the toes. And stretch out through the whole body. And then roll gently onto your right side and rest there for a few breaths. Make your way back to a comfortable seat. Take a few moments to get used to being upright and just to acknowledge how you are after the practice in body, mind and heart. See if you can stay connected to the quiet mind of Shavasana as you go about your activities. Maintain that sense of presence and bring your palms together, and we'll close our practice with one long Om. Breathing in together. Om.
As you breathe in, reach your arms past your head, lengthen through the spine and into the hands. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the crown center, the brow center, the throat center, and the heart. With awareness in the heart, release the spine forward. And then gently sit back up. Namaste. Thank you once again for joining me, folks. It is my pleasure and privilege to be able to share these practices with you. As always, any questions, pop them in the comments. And if you haven't already done so, hit the little subscribe button. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.